We've got a really neat blue sow here cataloged as Lot 5. This is 141-5, and we don't have a lot of blue sows in this particular offering, and uh, I can tell you that we have made a very dedicated effort over the last really, 5, 6, 8, 10 years um, to make blue butts, to make blue hogs, to make high quality blue ones. And that process isn't sometimes as simple as selecting a white boar and breeding your sow. I think far too often folks underestimate that it's a 2 or 3 generation process, and I would tell you that this sow is a great example of a second generation or a third generation process to arrive at a sow that has this kind of punch and this kind of quality as a blue one. She's sired by Trenches, and Trenches, I certainly want to emphasize his influence from a female standpoint. We've got a handful of those sows, and they have got extra punch. They're phenomenal in the crate, and they certainly generate and transmit uh, way more punch and power than you would expect. The mother of this one was a Cracker Dirty South. The Dirty South sow in this pedigree would be a littermate to Decisive. I really want to highlight Cracker and his part here in this pedigree. Cracker was sired by Dominator. He was Yorkshire sired. He was out of Dirty South's sister, which I think makes his pedigree pretty unique on the bottom side. Jordan Leatherman made the decision to breed a key belted crossbred sow to a purebred Yorkshire boar, and Cracker and his sisters were the product of that. And Cracker's influence on our program, really over the last several years since we used him, has been nothing short of remarkable. You go through all the Cracker daughters, the Cracker sons, and then expand it from there, whether we're talking about Crickets or Curly, Neighbor Boy. You can go through the whole gamut of sons, and they were highly impactful for us and for many others. And so I just want to point out this sow. She's not just an ordinary blue sow, and this sow is packing some heat, probably more so than what you would expect. I do want to make mention that the mother of the Grand Barrett Indy was also a Trenches sow, and I think phenotypically there would be a lot of similarities between that one and this one. This one's actually probably a nickel sharper headed than she was even, and I think that's has a lot to do with the Dirty South influence there on the bottom side of her pedigree. So she's bred to Smash Hit. I do want to make a couple comments about him as a sire. We used him a lot for our summer crop, and had several really neat litters. I'm still very bullish on that boar. If you're not familiar with him, he's a heavy hitter out of Trick Daddy's mom. So he would have been raised there at Cantrell's. I saw the pig at 50 pounds and loved him. In fact, I tried pretty hard to buy him. He ended up, of course, at Premium Blend, and we've used him a lot since. I think they would tell you that, I don't know anybody else that's maybe used him as hard as we have, but we've used him a lot, and we're going to continue to use him. The boar is generating quality. In fact, the $40,000 gilt of Trues at Perfect Timing there a week ago was a smash hit out of the Quite Frankly gilt that broke the record at PT. So I feel really good about Smash Hit as a sire. He generated the kind that we hoped, and I'm confident he'll continue to make better pigs. I think this is a great mating to this blue sow. Again, this is Lot 5, 141-5. She's a Trenches Cracker. She's bred to Smash Hit, and she's due the 12th day of November.